Hello.
Hello.
It's
We
us.
are back. We return.
We return
We are.
to your regularly scheduled chaos. So
It's pretty
we
chaotic.
left off.
Not gonna lie.
Speaking of chaotic, we left off with crazy shit happening, and Morgan is about to make an Arcana check. And this you are initiating, and therefore you can guidance yourself. Although, no, that's fine. I was going to say, technically speaking, when people use guidance on these kind of rolls, you can tell that they just cast guidance. But it's such a I consider guidance should be a subtle spell just by default as a cantrip, because you can cast it way in advance. You can cast like it's anyway. Like I am fine with just saying go ahead and put guidance on it.
All right. Let me roll this Arcana.
Arcana.
I use an inspiration. I think I have one. I do. I have one.
This
That was a
magic is
2.
Arcana. Arcana. No, wait. I don't think it works. Too many letters.
That's a critical.
What?
That's a
That was
critical, and I'm gonna roll my little
Success?
guidance for that. Is a max on the guidance
Oh
as
my
well.
god. That inspiration.
that was
Hell
your
yeah.
that was your
Dang.
last inspiration, right? Alina,
Yeah.
you
That
already
was my
marked it.
last inspiration.
Yep.
Woohoo! I'll
What was
remind
it though?
the audience that anyone sticking bits into the stream will help towards buying more inspirations for the party. But that roll, Morgan, comes out at a total of 30. That is a dirty 30.
Ooh.
Dirty
Because
30.
you got a +6 and a +4 from guidance. So, all right, I wasn't sure how much information I was going to give you, but now I gotta do more.
You maxed rolled.
You are also the absolute correct person to be making this roll.
Beautiful.
I'm going to get you to roll a second check here.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide what dice roll to roll this. I think I'm going to consider this a spell attack roll. Not that
Okay.
it's actually a spell attack, but use that bonus.
Okay.
So you have a +9 to this, and this is not something you can guidance.
All right.
But I want to see how much of your own history comes into this.
That's a +9. 9 on the dice.
9 on the dice +9 is 18. Okay. That ain't so bad. Are you willing to take a wild magic effect in exchange for a inspiration on that?
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Okay, so start by re-rolling that. Let's see if you get better than 9.
Okay. 17.
That's a
17
little
on
bit
the
better.
die becomes a 26. Excellent. All right, let's
And,
roll on the wild magic table.
I found one of my old LARP dice, which is definitely from one of our games that we played together. Which is a D10 within a D10.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So I was like, this is so perfect.
That is perfect for percentiles.
That's probably your
Love it.
champion dice too.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Amazing.
47 for the first one.
Okay.
And a 7 for the other one.
And a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want the second one because you would be damaging the room.
Yeah.
Full of people with a randomly generated dragon breath would have vomited forth from you.
That's pretty good.
Instead,
not in the library. Not in the library.
We're in the kitchen.
This is in the dining hall.
I already did that to the library.
So no, instead, for the next hour, you can walk on, like gravity is all fucked up for you, and you walk up walls and ceilings as though they were the floor.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool.
I'll demonstrate this lightly by like looking into like Morgan's eyes and using like my little sorcerer's powers, and then I'll just like touch her chest and torso a little bit and start pulling myself up to get a closer look into her.
Yep, just walk up Ugna.
Walk
Just walk
Ugna?
up Ugna. Yeah.
Ugna qualifies as a wall.
Hot.
Yeah, so okay. So with this role, you are a child of the Fae. You have Fae ancestry, which is what your second role was for.
Ooh.
You realize that some fairies have stolen Ugna's names.
Someone's going to die.
You realize that
Morgan
Ugna
says
has
that-
technically got 3 names. You all call her just Ugna. But
Morgan
her
says that
full
aloud
stuff-
as her like eyes light up and she can see like into you and what is missing. And she just goes, she's holding her both sides of your face with the tips of her fingers that are
like right
glowing magically.
Yeah.
And she just
You-
goes, oh, someone's gonna die.
As your
Someone
like
is
eyes are
die."
glowing, you like turn, like so you're standing on the roof looking into her eyes.
Mhm.
So you're actually like upside down looking into her eyes. Yeah.
Ugna's eyes go very wide, and she goes, it's not me, is it?
No, no, baby. It's not
Okay,
you.
cool,
And she'll
cool,
just
cool,
like
cool.
pat your head and,
From above.
from above.
You're like,
And she's breathing so hard right now. Uh uh she realizes she's on the ceiling and just goes, could you help me? Just
Oh, okay.
just a
I'll
second.
just
And
grab you, spin you around, and put you back on the floor.
you do, it's like a cartoon, so you spin her like more times than necessary.
Yeah,
And
and
then
yeah.
pop it back down.
like, and as you do that, Tromlin and Copernicus and Sextus and Lucretia will walk back into the room.
Ugna is
I forgot she
spinning
was
Morgan
there.
like a baton, and then she
So-
sets her down.
Yep, I forgot they were there, so I'm going to say that as the repast kept going, El Gato and Azuria the Blue took their leave to go and rest after dinner. Just so I don't
Elgato
have
is
to worry
having
about
a
them.
cat nap.
Oh. Yeah, actually, Elgato is still here. I've just changed my mind. But he jumped up
Oh,
on the top of like a tall, like grandfather clock, and he's
Yeah, that makes
curled up in
sense.
that tiny space. So it's just he's all curled up, little cat, but then he's still got the big wide brimmed hat and the cloak wrapped around him.
It's just a hat with a cat tail peeking out from it.
Yeah.
Your clock seems to be wearing a hat.
And a little black cat.
Yeah.
With a sword.
Morgan's just holding her chest as she goes to sit down and is recalling every moment up until the moment that Ugna seemed to split. And unfortunately is like, was it that bitch Tromlin? Like, internally she's like, did Tromlin sell her names? Because it was when Tromlin mid relationship talk slapped some sort of spell on Ugna.
No, literally slapped the Fae out of me.
Yeah, but like he be wheeling and dealing all the time, and he's never around. So she's just like,
Oh, satyr fight.
did he fucking
So-
sell her names?
So you guys come
Like,
into
what is
this
going on?
tension, and Ugna's like, who are we killing?
We're gonna find that out, babe. We're gonna
Okay.
find that out.
So
Well,
Tromlin
I mean,
and
let me
Copernicus,
know.
you've just walked in the middle of this.
Who are we killing? Can
I don't know.
I don't know yet. I don't know.
So many choices.
Did somebody do something?
I don't know. We were just chatting about my sisters, and then everything went off the rails, and I still don't understand.
Tomlin to be like, I'm sorry, you're what?
My
Morgan's
sisters?
got to do an insight on that shit. Morgan's guidance inciting on that for sure. There's no fucking way
Sure.
she's not.
Tromlin, you want to give me a deception baseline?
I mean, to do a roll plus my.
Yeah, just straight
I'm not,
roll and
I'm not
add your.
trying to deceive, though.
I mean, if you want to, you can take disadvantage on this roll
All right.
It's just an 18 for
just
me.
to represent that you're not
Or
that you.
16, sorry.
What's your total there, Raven?
16.
Oh, fuck.
That's with the guidance.
I
Okay.
rolled pretty low.
My high roll is a 28. My low roll is a 27.
Yeah, you're
Oh my
very
God.
good at this.
Well, that's good
Yeah,
for all
Tromlin
of
is
us.
too
Honestly, out of
inscrutable
character,
for
that's
you to
good
figure it
for.
out.
for Trump.
Honestly, out of character, that's good for all of us.
Trump,
Someone is just like,
don't you
Maybe
Not
remember?
necessarily.
Trump, don't you remember Sugar Tusks and the Bone Crusher? Like we grew up
those
together.
are your nicknames.
No,
Those
those
are
are
your
my
nick-
sisters. You and Sugar Tusk used to get up all kinds of trouble when you guys were young. Like, come on, you don't remember that? And then there was like the Bone Crusher was usually busy in the ring, but every once in a while we could get her to like take a night off, and she's maybe not the most fun to hang out with, but she's really intense.
Ugna, Ugna, could you
What the?
grab my I have a salve in my room. I'm getting really itchy. My fur's still growing back. Could you grab it for me,
Oh,
please?
oh yeah, the one that smells like really nice, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
cool.
not the green one, but the light blue one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll merrily go
you.
off, completely oblivious to the chaos I've left behind.
What
Uh,
the fuck? I'm watching like,
uh,
did I miss her having sisters the last 20 years of my life?
no.
But
Some fucker stole her names.
oh, you
Morgan,
fucking with me.
Morgan's just like
I was just like,
shaking. She's so mad. I don't. I thought it was just a like self problem since you all have like self problems.
yes, we all have.
Fair.
I'm happy to be myself. And she shades the whole room. Um
Sometimes
Hang
you
on a
are.
second
So-
here.
Anyway,
Morgan, roll
Yeah.
me another insight check.
Okay.
Don't worry about guidance. Just throw me a roll.
that's a real low roll. She's mad. She only got a 2. So 10.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ouch.
No worries.
And so I thought it was just not being comfortable being herself.
no, she's always been pretty comfortable being herself. That's unusual.
So when she split, when we were talking, I thought that's what that was. But someone has stolen her names.
All right, when's the last time she interacted with Faye that's not in the party?
The split happened when we were talking in the caves, in that stairwell. That's
We're
when
trying to escape.
No, when you were. The split happened when I was talking relationship stuff with her, and you came up on us.
To remind you, Randy, that was when Tromlin did a remove curse on Ugna.
So when
And
I
then there
removed
were-
curse?
And then there were 3
thought
Ugnas
said-
for a while.
Oh,
That
Oh,
was when
God.
you guys had figured out that Ugna had
Unfortunate.
gained more than one curse from eating fairy food. And you had
does she
decided,
think-
oh, she still has a curse, and you removed a curse.
does she think her clones were her sisters?
No, it's her names. I could see it. I could see they were gone. They were taken from her.
All right, well, now we have to figure out who has them.
That's easy. It's Sugar Tusks and the Bone Crusher.
So Godfrey, you didn't like buy her names or something, did you, from her, or like license the rights exclusively?
There's no. I know the contract well, and there is well, it says I have naming rights. It's not that kind of naming right.
Not literal.
It would also hurt his business for her to not have access to her own names.
Yeah, so this affects you too. Again, the white man is the real victim.
As always.
You're gonna have
The
to
white
reprint a bunch of
elephant.
that stuff.
The white elephant is the.
Morgan's just fingertips are sparking and singeing the table as she just tries to control herself.
So, can I history check or arcana check to figure out like how this could have happened?
I guess I'll let you do a history check. Like as far as Arcana goes, you're not going to know more than the two Fey touched you're hanging out with here, but also it's pretty broadly known about, the fairies can steal your name and can all that kind of crazy shit. So it's not like, novel. But history in terms of remembering some of the things that the party has been involved with recently
that's what I
might be more relevant.
I am going to spend an inspiration.
All right,
Okay.
mark that off.
Can I do help, because Morgan's already going through like everything that happened that day, and it's like,
Sure.
So we
Sure,
went.
I'm willing
We
to consider
talked.
that.
I'll take that because my first roll is a 2 and my second roll is a 3.
Actually, no. Morgan doesn't have the history skill at all and has a 0 pull, so I think that's not good. I don't think I'm going to let you give that.
I have a weird question, Lane.
I mean,
would I know how to summon my son, my youngest?
Would you know how? I mean, yeah. As far as you know, he's always with you.
I will whistle to him, say, "Come on, make yourself seen. You need to help your auntie."
I'm gonna ask you for a persuasion.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Ooh, I like that.
I will. Will it give me a bonus if I pull out a piece of candy for him?
You haven't really seen him eat anything, so you're not really sure what you would give him.
Fair enough.
Being a
all right, here you go.
Made of wood.
23.
23 is pretty good. Let me roll for a generic resistance.
Oh no, he's playing
5 on the
Xbox.
die.
You're never gonna get him.
5 on the die. He's not going to be able to manage any kind of. There's no plus 18s going on here. Yeah, so you like peel back your tattoo and start like poking the raven face. Going, hey, come on out and help your auntie. And a little wooden puppet will appear sitting on Tromlin's shoulder, wearing a carved raven mask. That's all in black.
It's not creepy
And
at
he'll
all.
appear on your shoulder, but immediately sort of tumble down behind your back and hide behind you, as though nervous and terrified of all these scary creatures.
It's okay, buddy. I gesture to Perny. That's your great grandpa. Motion to my, I guess, a great grandpa. I motion to the lady of the house.
Cousin Sextus is somewhere on Barb's side of the family, and we have not established how that works.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll just introduce family, and I'll say, this is Auntie Megan, Uncle. I just like trying to give everyone family names.
Uncle Fetid and
Fetid.
Auntie Morgan.
Yeah.
And are you doing a family name for Sir Godfrey? Or is he like a friend of the family?
Distant cousins for Godfrey.
So as you begin introducing him to Grandpa and the others, he will begin his little song as he cowers behind you. He's just this little tinker tap, tinker tap, tinker tap, snicker snack, cut the strings for tinker tap.
I love all my grandchildren equally. This one's the fucking creepiest.
He's a weird little guy. I love him.
Grampy's favorite.
Yep.
Uh,
And you get
I
the
will give him a
impression
big
that
hug
Tinker
and
Tap
say,
is what he calls himself, whatever his name is.
"It's okay, buddy. You're safe. I'm not gonna let anyone do anything bad to you. Okay?
Father, why, Father? Keep
Because
hidden.
I need your help."
He turns his little raven mask head.
And it's something only I think you can help us with.
His
This one show
I'm
a big
picturing
brave boy.
his little marionette puppet feet are like little just balls,
Oh my god.
and his hands too, and he just kind of is like tick 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 tick.
Clank, 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 clank.
Yep, click 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 click. He clacks his beak.
Your aunt,
The mask beak moves when he talks.
you know your Auntie Ugna?
Tinker Tap.
Someone
is-
stole two of her names.
Yes. Tasty good, Father.
And I need you to find out who it was so we can help her get them back.
Who, Father?
Is that something you think you can do, or can you tell us who can help us?
She would know, Father.
She. Then I may have to have a conversation. Okay.
Father, if you
Well,
do
do
the
you
thing,
want to...
she will be happy.
All right. And
Would
we will
help.
have to... We'll have to speed some things up, I guess. All right. Thank you,
He starts kind of
Tinkertap.
dancing around the leg of the table, and then he darts a little ball hand up with no fingers, but somehow grabs anyway a wooden spoon off the table and like scarfs it down his raven beak. You know how birds, like especially seabirds, do the thing when they get a fish with like,
Yeah.
oh. Yeah, he does that
Yep.
with a wooden spoon.
I will go to my cooking pack and pull out
Makes a wood
another
chipper
wooden
noise.
I will pull a flat spoon for like stirring like cream and give it to him for my cooking pack. Here you go. Thank you for helping. Appreciate it.
Yes, Father. Tinker Tap is
Good boy.
helping.
Tinkertap is a good boy. Tinkertap's a wonderful boy. Thank you so much. Give him a little kiss on top of his head.
You hear some
Morgan
clomping
will-
up the hallway that
Clack,
sounds like
clack, clack,
Uga's returning. Some clomping of boots.
Morgan's gonna give the little guy a little wink and a nod.
Do you want to meet your Auntie Ugna?
He clacks his beak again. Does his song some
Okay.
more. Snicker snack, cut the strings, Tinker Tap. Tinker Tap is free.
Mm-hmm. So when Ugna comes in,
Yeah. Just a little guy.
what you thought was a dream is right there, and everyone's looking at it.
I come in, I'm like,
Yeah,
I couldn't tell if it was the blue-green one or the green-green one, so I kind of brought the whoa! Put some of the things in here.
Morgan will use
Oh,
her
good.
mage hand and grab her very precious self-care products.
Oh,
Ugna, this is
what's
one of my
that?
children. This is my son Tinkertap.
He was in a dream? Maybe? I don't...
No, he's a
Hi.
good boy.
Copernicus,
He's a good
you will
boy.
hear in your mind Lucretia's voice, since you're currently still using that. And I'll remind you also that you'll need to reset if you want to communicate with your regular group again.
Oh, I thought
You'll have to. So right now, the most recent group that you have set up is just the group of you, Sextus, Lucretia, and Tromlin. But you alone will hear Lucretia's voice as she says, "What did it mean by she?" Might know.
No problem.
I think back. I told you who I made the pact
No,
with.
no, that only went to Tromlin or to Copernicus. Sorry.
I'm gonna make an insight check to see if I can figure out based on the context because I've not seen all of these pieces together at the
You
same
don't
time.
even roll. Don't even roll. In fact, from the tone of the question, you're pretty sure that's what she's insinuating.
Okay. I think I will say.
Sir Godfrey has totally given up on trying to figure any of us out at this point.
Just looking back and forth
frankly,
with the tennis match.
you're an arcanist, so that's a fairy creature. And also, frankly, you already knew that Tromlin and Morgan are satyrs, which means that they're fey touched. So
Some
when
fairy
they're all
nonsense.
describing this as being Tromlin's son, you're like, ooh, someone's been, you know how they always tell you not to screw around with the fae? Somebody went, I'm going to ignore that literally.
In fairness, I am of the Fae.
Yeah, your fae touched, it's just, touched
But
out.
you really,
That
really
kind of touch.
Fae
I
touched.
really Fae touched.
You know what I mean?
It says you were fae touched, so you went, well, turnabout is fair play.
Yep.
If the fae can touch me.
He Fae touched himself.
Mhm. So anyway, that was in your head, Copernicus. Meanwhile, Ugna was speaking.
I was like shocked for a second, and then once I hear that that's Tromlin's son, I'll kneel down and like crouch down and be like, "Oh, hey, buddy! I think Tromlin was telling me that he had another kid. So it's really nice to meet you. I'm your Auntie Ugna."
Tinkertap has anti.
Yeah.
He does a
Step
little
out of the
He starts
family.
dancing around you, actually.
Great.
He starts dancing around you in a circle.
Everyone else is freaked out. Morgan oddly loves this.
Yeah.
He's such a little guy.
Ugna's weirdly
Bernie's
okay
just
with
a
it.
You also are
Bernie
going to
wants-
see like Tromblin actually with one of his children acting like a dad.
Excellent. Yeah, you gave him a wooden spoon, which he like grinds down his beak again, chokes it down, and makes another sawmill noise.
Can I make a
Do I need
performance
to find
roll to
code?
be a cool auntie? To do some cool auntie thing?
Sure, make a roll.
All right. Most important performance roll ever. 15 plus 5, dirty 20.
Yeah. You can dance with him.
Yeah,
Pick him up, put him on your shoulders.
rad. We're gonna do a little fun dance. Oh, you like to dance, bud? You like to dance? Come here. We'll do like a little
You take his little wooden peg hands and do a
dance
little
around
dance
the kitchen.
with the puppet.
Dangerously cute and creepy.
It's on brand for this
Uh,
house.
Tim Burton.
Morgan, as this is going on, you catch a glimpse out of the corner of your eye, as you are wont to do, your reflection in one of the polished metal plates that are lining decoratively one side of the room. And your reflection looks terrified of that creature.
Why y'all gotta hate kids so much?
He's just a little guy.
Yeah, man.
He's just a little guy.
This little guy.
And that's the vibe that she will throw her reflection. Okay. I'm going to kind of get between Lil Kiddo and Tromlin to thieves'
Mhm.
cant that it might not be that we might be watched with him around.
Okay,
Because I'm not
so
sure
this
if he
is
actually picked up thieves or not thieves'
so,
cant, slut
no,
cant.
no. Yeah, this is your slut cant,
Yeah,
the
Yep.
secret language of your sex cult.
yeah.
Tromlin, however, as before, can make a linguist roll to interpret what you are saying
Yeah.
with your various flirtatious motions.
Everyone
You
in the
just like
sex cult is a
like
cunning linguist.
Oh my God, I was hoping
it's like a
nobody would go there. I was really.
You should have known better.
There's like,
You
okay,
should have known better.
we got a group of cartoonists. Somebody's got to say it.
It's
It's
inevitable.
it's like a cross
Yeah.
between Morse code and twerking.
I believe in the
Anyway.
video game industry they call it time to penis.
What's the proficiency bonus on this?
So for your linguist rolls is an int plus professional bonus, so that's a total of +4.
Okay, so I got 21.
That's pretty solid. Yeah, you have no problem understanding these what appear to anyone else to just be somewhat flirtatious movements, but in fact are subtle communication.
I nod and agree right back. I say, all right, buddy, I know that you get nervous out here, but why don't you head back and tell you what, next time I'm in town, I'll see if I can find you a cuttlefish bone to chew on.
Yeah, he'll do one final little sort of tap dancey sing song of his name, tinker tap, and he'll kind of jump in the air and spin and vanish.
Whoa, that's a cool
And you can
trick.
feel
I
the
will-
warmth on your tattoo again.
I will look at Morgan and say, remember that dryad? Point. That's what happened.
The brunette or the mossy haired one?
Bossy.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
As I recall, there were 3 of them, and we never did establish which one.
They
Those
were
are
all
like,
so
honestly,
pretty.
I'm
Doesn't have
just
to be just
bossy.
one.
It could have
a
been any of
triad
them.
of dryads.
No one ever came after me for child support, so I don't know for sure.
Although they were a blonde, a redhead, and a brunette, as I recall, and the brunette was like raven haired, so maybe it was the gothy one.
No,
Like you do.
Trauma's like, no regrets.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable.
But
Yeah, so anyway, you guys have just come up from your discussion in the library, anti-scry room, about what may be the next steps.
Well, I believe we are due to finish the council. But I would rest up tonight such that tomorrow, as soon as the council's done, I think we have a bonus mission to achieve before we proceed with the next step, and it's a sensitive one. Because we have to be very careful how we talk about it. The act of referring to certain parts of the mission could alert the people involved in the mission in such a way that they then become aware that it's about to happen. So, you know, we're going to give more details as time goes on, but we're probably going to try to go deal with some of our enemies that you fought the other day. And when we are doing that fight, one of those enemies is going to have a very powerful object. Um, think of it as being like a magical gemstone. Imagine it's like a nice,
like an opal cut.
yeah, like an opal cut. But you know what? It's gonna be like a big dodecahedron. So I want everyone to think specifically of this die. This is what you think of when we're looking for it. Except it's going to be bigger and rounder.
As you start to describe any at all, I think Lucretia is going to cut you off and just say, they'll know it if they see it.
Ugna, yes.
What kind of monster is a dodecahedron? I don't know if I fought one of those before.
You haven't.
It's
You
nothing
didn't
you
do well
can't
in
handle.
geometry.
Okay. Well, I don't understand any of this, but let me know what needs hitting and where we're going.
Absolutely.
Sure will.
So shall we, in the interest of time, get through that long rest?
Yeah.
I think so.
So everyone
Man.
gets your hit points back and your
Yes,
spell
yes.
slots, which
Yay.
almost
Yay.
everyone is out of.
Phew.
So that's going to feel real good. Except
What
for
do I
you, Little
roll?
Knight.
Quick.
No.
No. What do I roll for
No,
the
you
thunder
didn't.
hammer?
Yeah, just
And the faceless one's attack again. No.
No.
Sorry, what are you rolling
They
for
have
which?
a
I
For
refractory
the
speed.
thunder hammer charges.
Oh, yes. It's a D3.
Okay. I will roll a d6
Were
and
you out
divide it.
again or did you still have one left?
I have one last go of it.
Okay, so you had one left and now
That's
you're
a
rolling another
2 on a
D3 plus
d6,
one.
which is a 1. I get one more charge.
Another, so that's a one, no, two more.
Oh, right.
D3 plus one.
1. Nice. So I
So
only
that takes you
have
up to 3 charges.
out of 4, which is almost full.
Yep. Let's get a roll from Tromlin for his morning prayers
Who is your god?
oh yeah.
and see
Oh,
to
I would also like to
whom
point out that it's
he's praying.
hilarious. Perny loved his murder grandkids and is terrified
Of his
of
sweetest
the puppet
grandkid.
child.
Yep.
Of his puppet grandkid.
Yeah.
He's just creepy. You know the murderers want to kill you. I don't know what this fucking kid's deal is.
He wants to eat spoons. I get it.
His
Spoons
name
are
is
good.
Tinkertap, and he likes a spoon.
His name is Tinkertap and Snickersnack cut the strings.
I feel like if someone set that child on fire and burned them to ashes, they'd show up on your stoop the next day looking even creepier.
Well, let's not find out. How
We're
about
not
that?
going to do that. I'm clearly not going to incinerate my grandchild.
But you're thinking about it.
Well, you know, you wonder sometimes. You know the part of you that
10?
thinks, what if I just swerved into traffic? What would happen? That's that part of your brain.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that a lot. So I
Okay,
can't really argue.
let's get a D30 roll
I
from
did 10.
Tromlin. A 10. Excellent.
Yep.
Oh, it's one. I don't think we've had this one before.
Ooh.
It's Sors. S-O-R-S, Sors, the son of fortune. This is one of the Ibetian gods of the Holy Church of Juno. But Source is actually a fun one because maybe this is the influence of El Gato on you, because Source is a lesser god that is not really championed by the priesthood of the Holy Church of Juno that rules Ibetia. He is more worshipped by the common folk. A god of luck and gambling. His symbol is a die. A
Oh, good.
six-sided die.
I want to pray like
It
the
was like a
common.
god of puppets to really drive the point home what's been going on.
And he is sometimes known as the master of puppets. No,
Oh God.
he's the son of fortune. He lives in the basement. He's got long hair. He wears kind of stained t-shirts. Yep.
Morgan
But
wants
he's
to
also
do
known as the master puppets.
um
That was an improv.
something that should be taken care of before we rest actually is another little sidebar with everyone but Ugna to say, hey, I wasn't sure if this would be too hard for them to hear, or you know, if telling them would be harmful, which is why I had them leave, and now we need to decide as a group if that was the right decision or if we need to tell them now, because I also would like to do a binding ceremony for their last name, their remaining name.
I think that keeping that safe makes a lot of sense. And I don't think I think that until she gets her names back, Ugna won't be able to understand what she has lost. So I don't know how much good it will do to distress her with it.
Then we tell her.
Yeah. I mean, we can try to explain it to her a little bit as carefully as possible, but I think, and I hate saying this, I don't like diminishing her. Something she just doesn't understand very well.
And I think that part of her losing her names is her ability to understand what has happened has been taken from her as part of it. So I imagine it will be hard for that reason as well.
I think it's worth at least the attempt, because I don't like I never like hiding information from her.
Yeah, I say we tell her and see what shakes out.
Mm-hmm.
If nothing else, we could do it in a way, say, just so you know, we have reason to believe Faye stole something from you, and we're going to try to get it back.
What would be the most comforting way to do so then? Inside,
Probably with
outside,
candy.
with food?
Probably with
yeah,
food.
I'd say with candy.
Yeah.
And she's got a sweet tooth, and we call her Sweet Tooth for a reason.
Okay.
I agree. That's the wisest course of action.
So I guess we'll have a
Yeah.
private dinner.
Aw.
Well, I assume then you're going to do this in the morning after long rest,
Yeah.
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 so everyone can be back
Post
to.
rest.
Yep.
I
Morgan
will get up extra. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Morgan will want to do that binding ceremony before bed, though. So she'll go up to Ugna and say, "Hey,
Sorry,
because
what?
of
Hang on. If you mean like an actual ceremony of some sort?
Yeah, let's do that the next day after
Okay.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Right. Just to do her prep,
just for
gathering
cinematic
materials.
reasons.
Yeah. Well, and for one thing, the only person I think that has the ceremony spell is Tromlin, I think.
I'll do it. I mean, that's what you want. I don't mind, as long as she can sense
Could
stuff
you-
too.
Hang on.
Could you also get rid of this? And Morgan will show off her bony shoulder.
Yeah, I assume remove curse.
Yeah.
Blade.
No, in fact, you had determined that was a requiring of a greater restoration.
Ooh.
To get rid of.
I don't have that, do I?
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's above my
Because I
skill
believe
set. I'm sorry.
you guys tried a remove curse already.
I don't think we had time to. That's why I've assumed it was just a.
Yeah. So no, this is a greater restoration, which is a 5th level spell, and that is not something that Tromlin can cast.
I can see if there's anyone in town who can do it for you, if you like. In the morning, I plan on going in town to get some food to make a nice breakfast banquet for Ugna before we tell her this information.
Mm-hmm.
You know she's awfully fond of pancakes.
Mm-hmm. Waffles too, or just pancakes?
Waffles too. Waffles pretty good. Basically, if you can drench it in syrup, ideal breakfast.
Is that still the case since you lost your sugar name?
Just lost the name, didn't lose the taste for sure. Sweets.
Okay. Okay then. So the following morning, just in the interest of time here, because I want you guys to get to do some more stuff with Sir Godfrey while we have Sir Godfrey. Peter, what were you hoping to accomplish with the rest of the discussion of the council? Now, obviously, you've lost a number of the members of the council.
Sure.
2 of the wizards were
Unnecessary.
left behind with Captain Darius and and his crews. The other members of the council that were here that have gone off to help with the city defenses, of course, can come back. These include the representatives from the Quaggles of Ravenfall, the representatives from the Ravenfall Thieves Guild, the representatives from the Chillwinds tribe of the north, your cousin Albina Sunshine and the Shrouded One from Dwimmerdale, and of course the Maestro from Karsh, Azuria the Blue, who is still here from the Wizards of the Vale, and am I forgetting anyone? Elgato, of course. He's no longer sleeping on top of the. Actually, he's probably at the end. It's been long enough that it's time for another nap, so he's up on top of the clock again.
It's incredibly cute. No one disturb him. I think in summary, I think in summary, Perny is basically. He's such a little sweetie. Yeah, I think in summary, Perny's just gonna try to like basically say, what do you think we should do next? If no one has any suggestions, I think it's gonna be Library of Throm and trying to find the central tower. And I think he's basically saying like this affects all of us. If you can make yourself and anyone else in your networks available to us for whatever we need for the next steps, it'd be really helpful to just like have people on deck to help with transportation, with teleportation, with and to have people in communication with each other as needed for like helping each other out with your individual problems. So like, you know, if suddenly wizards could clear up a huge problem that Ravenfall is having with the Thieves Guild not having as much magic, then them being in touch and being able to send each other people is great. So I think like a mutual support network, mutual aid network, and then us being able to call in favors as needed to be able to get where we're going for solving the problem that's affecting all of us, like the root causes.
With regards to specific issues happening now, the two major ones are the Raven cult ruling in Ravenfall with the Lady Nightshade missing, and the siege of undead centaurs in the city of Dwimmerdale. So Azuria will suggest that the Wizards of the Vale could be able to help defend Dwimmerdale, to help the sorcerers of Dwimmerdale to break the siege, or at least push back against this army of the undead. Certainly they have some pretty good anti-undead spells amongst the wizards. The Quaggles and Eurus Gale, the thief from the guild in Ravenfall, they will be like, well, you know, we could use some kind of resources against the Raven cult, because the forces of Baron Langarian and the Raven cult joined have a stranglehold on Ravenfall, and likely their influence is affecting the Reavers of the North. The raids that are happening along the coast, having sprung up pretty much around this same time. What could be done about that?
I do wonder if the Wizards of the Vale would be more of use in Ravenfall. I feel that Wizards against an army that is already being fought by a lot of wizards is like, you know, adding a bucket of water to the ocean, whereas having them for a political situation that could be tilted by simply having the right wizard break the right enchantment. I feel like their efforts might go further there in freeing an entire city, whereas I think they're unlikely to single-handedly break a siege.
The difficulty there is at what enchantment and on whom? The
Well, a
Raven
wizard
cult.
would be best equipped to figure that out, especially if they were able to team up with the spy network. Whereas I feel like they're gonna have a hard time turning the tides of like an entire siege when there's already like a city of wizards dealing with it, or of sorcerers. But I feel like that might be harder for them to make their mark there.
In that case, Azuria will suggest maybe one of the Wizards of the Vale be sent to Ravenfall to try and work with the Quaggles there in order to figure out what's going on with the Quaggles in the guild, to try and figure out where that might best be done. And the others might go to the more immediate threat of an actual ravaging army. And the Maestro will suggest that he could bring word to the king in Karsh just about, the need for more forces on the ground in Dwimmerdale.
And perhaps new weapons. If we are dealing with an enemy that does not tire, and we're dealing with a great number of them, then weapons that even the numbers and that also don't get tired would be an immense help.
I feel like to that end, the Maestro will actually get very excited about that and be like, oh my, the creation of new weapons to be used against these undead ravaging hordes might be very interesting, but there's the difficulty of a manufacturer. I can invent new weapons, certainly, that are good to be used against undead horse people, but to make enough of them to make a difference would be the problem.
Well, we have a city of inventive sorcerers who cannot leave that city and have time on their hands. I recall the ancient siege of blah blah blah, where the people were put to work for making weapons the best they could. I think if you can find designs that you think that they could make, perhaps Sir Godfrey could leverage his vast trade networks to bring in the supplies that would be needed to make them.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure he will charge an appropriate price for the level of need. And I'm sure he will not go down in history as a war profiteer. Isn't that right, Sir Godfrey?
That is absolutely correct, he said in a very British accent.
Sir, yes, absolutely correct.
I'm going to attempt
shrouded one.
I'm going to attempt a persuasion along with that to encourage.
To whom?
Sir Godfrey. Doesn't that sound great? Not going down in history as a war profiteer. This is unfortunately got to be
Hang on
with
a second, I lost my
disadvantage.
sound.
Oh no.
I'll help action you. I feel like I set that up to help action to at least cancel out the disadvantage.
We'll see if that's approved before I roll. Do we have a sound?
Oh, there we go. I can hear people again.
Yeah, my headphones.
So I was going to try and persuasion, knowing I have my disadvantage, to encourage
Sir Godfrey.
that it would be crummy to have the legacy of being a war profiteer.
Yeah.
Well, as you're doing this, the shrouded one representative from Dwimmerdale is going to be like, so you suggest some sort of government contract for these weapons? Interesting.
Peter was suggesting
proposal.
a help action to cancel out my my disadvantage at your approval.
Well, this is kind of the opposite. This.
All right, so
Purdy was genuinely trying to set up it to sound like a bad idea to be a war profiteer and saying that in front of.
I'll count that.
Everyone involved.
Go ahead. Just make the roll without disadvantage.
18 plus. It's finally rolling above a 5 today.
Very persuasive.
My rolls are. Yeah.
We'll see how persuasive it is when Sir Godfrey is no longer in your immediate vicinity.
I mean, yeah.
And to help Sir Godfrey feel like he's still like getting the grift on someone, I think this is when Perny's going to say, that said, I was about to order a custom Leomid's tiny hut for our party, and I know that Morgan has some specific customizations she was going to request. So just put it on my tab, and we'll talk about the price afterwards. But you can get started on it. I'll co-sign it. And leave that open so that you can write yourself a blank check, and you'll feel like you're getting it up on someone.
My total is 26 for persuasion, not having my disadvantage.
I'm not sure why, but all of a sudden I feel terrific about all this.
Whew, my
Okay.
God.
Yes, in fact, Sir Godfrey will be able to use his many connections to make sure you get a discount on all of this.
Ooh.
Oh, incredibly
Indeed. So I think this terrifying concept of putting the maestro's steampunk invention fetish and Sir Godfrey's merchant network contacts behind arming the city of Dwemmerdale assuredly will have no impact in the future.
On the course of history.
Yeah, on the course of history. Not at
We-
all.
We've created new problems, but that's fine.
It's like
Maybe the
specifically
new
like
problems will solve the old problem.
an automated spinning club that is like just highly specialized at breaking horse kneecaps.
And I believe I shall call my new company the East India Company. And yes, this is
Damn it.
We were so close, and then we fully fucking did a colonialism.
No, it's on the west coast of the Sea
Yeah,
of
yeah,
Evermere, so it's
okay.
the West Evermere Company. not
Yeah.
the East
Right.
India.
yes.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Yeah, totally
Yes.
different.
One is east, the other is west.
Yeah.
Very, very different.
And you can set up your cousin Darius, shipping stuff across with inventions from Karsh to Dwemmerdale. There's no
Generations from now, you'll be fighting the remnants of this war, but that is not now.
Yeah.
So with that then discussed, Azuria agrees, since the other wizards are not here, she will send word to the Vale to have Astarion, the White, who is the leader of the order and the advisor to the king, back this plan when the maestro returns to Karsh, and she agrees that she will be the one to go to Ravenfall and work with the Quaggles and Thieves Guild there to try and figure out what can be done magically to undo the Raven cult's stranglehold on the city there.
Oh, God. These are places that we have mentioned. We got Karsh, Ravenfall, Dwemmerdale.
Indeed. And Sir Godfrey can start getting some things, putting some things into motion in terms
No, sir.
of
No yelling.
that. So, Sir Godfrey, you have the supply chain background.
I do.
That allows you to use your
Fancy.
connections in any city or town to get materials, goods, and information about local roads, markets, etc. And through your well-traveled, that basically includes everywhere, including here in the city of Morwindle, you have merchant contacts, including shipping contacts.
Here.
So as you guys wrap up this final stages of your discussion with the council, two things. Number one, is there any word that you want to try and get back to the members who are no longer here? Specifically, Dangolf and Aurelia, who are with cousin Darius and Captain Ozg. in order to give them any instructions.
Anyone got any ideas for what we could stick them on?
Because you were going to contact them just to get their crew back to them at the very least, but
Maybe having them. It's probably too dangerous for them to keep searching for the island until they get some kind of like. Maybe we can get the maestro working on some kind of like cloaked ship design. But until then, maybe running. They can be part of enforcing the trade lines for Sir Godfrey's transport.
yeah, and I think you're going to probably want to instruct them to go to Karsh at the very least, because that's probably the only place you can easily send their crew. Because I think you have the nearest circles. I gave you a full list of all the circles you now have access to for your teleportation. And the nearest to them are going to be in Ibisha, which is, in the middle of a war. So probably the next best is going to be to send them to Karsh, which is already where you need to send the maestro anyway. So that kind of reduces the number of circles you need to open. You're going to need to use the circle to send the group to Dwemmerdale again, specifically the cousin Albina and your and the shrouded one. Then you're going to send the maestro and the ship crew back to Karsh. And Azuria says she'll go with them because that's the easiest and quickest way for her to. Actually, no, sorry, she's going to go. She agreed to go to Ravenfall. So then everyone else is going to be sent back to Ravenfall, which means they're going to appear in that Thieves Guild warehouse and have to probably fight their way out. But you're sending them with Azuria the Blue, the Lightning Wizard of the Vale. So hopefully that will make that easier.
I suspect it will.
And then I guess the only other question is anyone staying with you? So you were going to do this other quest, this side quest. Are you keeping anybody here or asking anyone? I guess I won't speak for them, even though they're all my NPCs, which means I will speak for them.
I feel like I want Elgato around just because I like watching him nap. But also I feel like he could be very useful.
You can certainly ask if he wants to stick around for this quest.
Anybody else got anything?
Can't think of anything.
Can't think of anything
Obviously,
either.
a Wizard of the Vale would be useful, but you've only got one, and you need her for other things.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is very out of character for Ugna to be thinking about at all, but it's the fact that I think it was just Tromlin had a dream about this lake being very important to the thing that he's looking for, and that it may have fallen into an endless lake, i.e. the one we're on the shores of. Do we want to try and follow up on that before we leave? To go to...
So you're not doing this in character. You're not doing this in character.
No. Ugna does not know any about it.
So out of character, we can then just say that is exactly generally what is being proposed, I think.
Yeah.
So, I don't think we need to worry about it.
All right, then we're good. Just we were talking about jumping off to Thrall immediately, and I was like, we are where we need to be, I think. Unclear.
Yes.
And maybe tonight or before we do the mission, I might do a bit of research library stuff with if I can rope either Tromlin or Morgan into it, to see if I can just find anything about the lake, its history, and connections to any legends like that.
So I will also say that you also may want to send Elgato to Ravenfall.
I was thinking that he'd be a great little assassin.
But it's up to you. You're sort of deciding where to send everybody.
Okay.
So right now you're sending Azuria to Ravenfall,
where a sunbeam hits the top of that clock, and it's just a perfect napping spot, and he looks so comfortable. And we're gonna take that away from him.
It's up to you. You're not going to stay in the house, are you? You're taking away from him anyway if you're going on a quest.
Also, to be fair, it could be cardboard box he got in and would still look so comfortable
That's
in it.
true.
Or
That's true. That's true. All right, we'll send
I'll
him
leave
to
it up to you guys.
Ravenfall with a cardboard box.
You would.
Ship him.
That sounds like red.
So-
by the way, new emote just dropped. I animated this during the episode.
Yay!
What?
Where'd you put it?
Just a
In the,
cackling
uh,
Morgan.
All right,
On
so this is
screen.
a good time for me to say to the you put it in Trollman's House of Taste? No.
No,
Where'd you
in
put
the
it?
actual
It's in
chat.
the chat. It's in the chat.
Nice.
Oh, on the stream. Here I am looking
nice.
on. I'm looking at
Oh,
Discord.
that's very good.
like it.
Love it.
Love it.
Oh, nice! It's in like emote specifically.
Uh-huh.
I did not make the click. Lovely.
I'll put it in fan art safe for work as well, a larger version.
Can I use channel points to do something with this? I want to gigantify. I can only do that with bits, eh? Ooh.
Yeah, and you have to have it. But I'll send you the one so it can be a Where Geek / Trash Heroes emote as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have that emote. I'm just gonna post yours instead. Just because I got way the hell too many channel points. I need to spend them. Yay, I spent some channel points. Okay, so what I need from you though is some persuasion situation here. So you're trying to persuade these various people to that your plan is good. I think the main person you're going to persuade is El Gato, because of course his default assumption would be that he should probably go back to Ibiza and continue to save people from the war situation stuff that's happening there. And you need to convince him that this is a roundabout way of doing that, honestly. So who's going to try and persuade El Gato to go and help the Quaggles in Ravenfall?
Tron.
Who has the best persuasion?
I think that today
Not me.
Until I get fixed, it's gonna be
yeah.
you.
I
Okay.
can
Um,
add guidance.
Sorry?
I got a
Say
plus
again?
10.
I can add
I'll be
guidance
helping
to that.
Tromlin. Help action with Tromlin. Wingman
Okay, so
it up.
Morgan, despite having the undeadiness, is still got very high skill and can assist. And Sir Godfrey is casting guidance on you in this process.
Okay, great.
So go ahead and roll with advantage. And of course, your persuasion is a plus 10.
Yes.
And you're getting an extra 1d4 on the roll.
Okay.
Let's see where that
4 on top
easy
of
stuff
that.
lands.
So that gives me my low roll is like 20 or something. My high roll is 31.
Okay,
Wow.
El Gato has an insight. Oh,
I will be honest with
plus
him. I was like,
7.
think of it as a way to reach, people who are oppressed and
yeah.
pushed down and thought less of.
Well, and in fact,
Beyond the government.
you've got some of the Quaggles here to point to. So you'd be helping these
Yeah.
people. It's like
These poor people.
Trit Resnoir, Trit Resnoir and his goth girlfriend Brenda Yuri.
You look
the
over at them and
Ravenfall
Sarah
goblins.
McLaughlin starts playing as they like stare up at the camera with big eyes.
Nice. Yeah, he rolled very well, but not as well as you. And that angle, I think, is a very appropriate one. So actually, I'm going to roll him with disadvantage because of that. Yeah. So you won by a shitload. He pulls out his sword and kneels in front of the Quaggle goblins and says, I am El Gato, son of no one in particular, but if by life or death I can save you, I will. And he agrees to go back with him. So you then spend some time casting your ritual a few times. You need to send a small group back to Dwimmerdell, a much larger group to Ravenfall, and a much larger group to Karsh. But only the 3, so it's not super bad. The only other question being, for this trip that you're about to take, what is your plan? So we can actually do that before you get into all your rituals for the day, or sort of during the process. Your daughter has
Wanna find any
suggested
clue?
going up to, yeah, your daughter has suggested, or in Tromlin's case, your mini greats grandmother has suggested getting up the coast to the Deadlands.
Right.
If you can find a way to do so.
That's as
Um,
good as any.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, in order to do that, you'll need a ship.
Well, then I guess we should go to the docks and see if there's one for rent. The crew.
Or
Okay.
how are there direct water routes to get us to saltwater from where we are? Because we are by a freshwater lake, right?
Yeah, if you want to pull up the map, Alina, of,
Yep.
oh yeah, you already got it. But we can zoom in over to the right-hand side of that map. So as you can see, the city of Morwindle is on the south side of the fens, on the side of the lake that extends between north and south. And you can see a river that is the outflow of that lake into that bay on the Blood Coast. Yes. And the Blood Coast is so named because it is rife with dangerous raiding barbarians. And in fact, the Blood Coast is one of the original sources of the Shaga Khan and his armies that once assaulted the Northlands.
They call it the Blood Coast, but don't let the name fool you. The creatures that attack you there mostly run with acidic ichor in their veins.
Immediately thought of The Simpsons. It's more of a peninsula.
So,
Yeah.
fully lifting the joke format, 100%.
Good.
No, that's still that's one of the best scenes. You're gonna lift it from anything. You lift from that one.
Conan era Simpsons is just.
So, Sir Godfrey, if you want to be of some
Fistballs.
use to these folks as they suggest this this plan of theirs,
Which has got me all kind of excited. Yes.
indeed,
Profits to be had.
you can make a roll because of your supply chain background.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have you make what would be the appropriate roll here. I guess it would be technically a history roll, which is weird, but it's how D&D works. Or anything dealing with like the normal world is like history.
What am I rolling to do here?
So this is they're talking about taking finding a ship or finding a way to take ship from Morwindle out to the Blood Coast, which is not, there's not like a whole bunch of folks around here going, oh yeah, I totally would love to take my fishing boats out to the Blood Coast. That sounds like a great place to go. But obviously there are going to be ne'er-do-wells and smugglers and others who like to ply their trade in such unsavory places. And you would certainly not ever know any people like that.
Legitimate business people.
And be able to steer your friends in that direction of finding what they're looking for.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Is history the best thing to roll?
I'm trying to think. I think it's the most appropriate.
Right, maybe.
Yeah, history is just kind of the knowing stuff skill.
Yeah.
I've got a 15 with a plus
6.
6. I was going to guess. Yes, plus 6.
Yep. And I would be happy if you put a guidance on that, because you can certainly guide yourself since you are
4
preparing to do this.
25.
Excellent. Okay, so yeah, so you of course absolutely know people in the harbor at Morwindle who will sometimes go out fishing down the river, and that's it, and that's all they're doing, and they're not in any way trading goods with marauding barbarians down the coast and
That
bringing them
is
back illegally.
that is something a legitimate business elephant would never think of doing.
Precisely. And such people would certainly, such people who you definitely don't know would certainly be useful for this, for these guys to hook up with in order to find themselves a transport to the dead coasts.
Who am I hooking
Absolutely.
up with now? Sorry.
My Sir Godfrey's favorite saying: "Be a Loxodon, not a Loxodon't."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
God damn it.
That's on 5 of your shirts.
Yes, it is now.
Although I will say, when you said "be a Loxodon," my brain went straight to the Godfather.
Yeah, be a lox. That's what he meant. Be a loxodon, not a loxodon.
Look what they did to my trunk.
You have come here today
Leaving
on the
someone's
day.
tusks in their own bed.
Trying to remember the term for a baby elephant.
Calf?
Is it just a calf?
I think it is
Calf.
calf.
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right. It is.
Like
Because
that.
adult males are bulls.
Yep.
You've come here today on the day of my calf's wedding. I hope your first child is a loxodon child.
Played by Al Pacquiaderm Chino.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Bam! That's a drum roll. That's a drum rim shot. Hey,
Get like a Fey Touch
both.
Loxodon kid. It's a pink elephant.
Nice.
Yay! Oh yeah, Pink Elephants on Parade is absolutely Fey Touch Loxodon shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is 100
Yep.
100%.
Childhood trauma.
Sure. So
As
how
opposed
are
to
you going to
Heffalump,
breach this? Yeah, heffalumps.
Oh yeah.
Heffalumps.
And
Actually,
Wiggles.
that would be the term, right?
Heffalump.
yes.
No, seriously.
Yep.
If there's a Fey touched version
Oh yeah.
of a Loxodon, is as in our setting, a satyr is a Fey touched human.
Yep.
A heffalump is a Fey touched Loxodon.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good.
That's canon now. That
Good.
shit's canon.
Beautiful.
And one of the woozles.
So how are you? Yeah, we don't talk about woozles. That's the
Isn't that a British kids
woozles
show?
Oh shit!
in the right type of rhyming framework. Woozles
Yeah.
can be a rhyme for Bruno, so we don't talk about woozles. Well,
Yeah.
we could do
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
We
yeah.
can make it work. We can
Yeah.
make it work. If anyone
Apparently,
can do it,
heffalumps are technically public domain. We could make D&D stats for them.
that's a good point.
As long as we don't
They
use
are.
color.
No, exactly.
Did
Yeah.
they ever appear in the cartoons?
Oh yeah, there's a movie about them.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It was a heffalump movie.
Oh, that's cute.
Interesting. I thought they were just named in the
They
cartoons.
appeared in a lot of the cartoons.
Oh, right. I thought you were talking about Mickey and Minnie back there, but yes. Yes.
We're talking about Mr. the Pooh.
Yes.
So
Winnie the
how
Pooh.
is Sir Godfrey going to broach the subject? So you've realized that they're trying to find a way there, and casually Tromlin mentions, I guess we'll just go to the docks and see if we can hire a ship. And of course, yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You'll walk up to the docks and say, anybody willing to take us up to the dead coast? And they will find everyone has to like shut down their fishing for the day and go home.
Well,
But
I
they're
know
like,
a man
not for
who
hire.
knows a manatee. And
His name's Hugh.
yeah, here's what I think you should do. I will write you a letter of introduction, and this will basically get you where you want to be going. without any hiccups, let's call them, unfortunate accidents. And even though Sir Godfrey does not have fingers, he's kind of making this motion with his.
He has
It's to evoke the.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
He has the Loxodon.
I
version
would
here.
highly advise you take me up on this offer, simply because I know the sorts of things you're going to have to be dealing with in these areas, and I would like you to get there safely and with a 10% discount.
That sounds pretty good.
I will let Captain Jack know to expect you.
Actually, I'm going to go for just because I've used a Captain Jack elsewhere. The name is Captain Stellar. Actually, I guess it could be Captain Jack Stellar.
Yeah.
Yes, that sounds too much like a Doctor Who episode.
Yeah, let's go with Captain Stellar. Captain
Yes, Captain-
Stellar, and Captain Stellar is in fact a Minotaur.
Ooh.
Yes, I know a man who knows a manatee who knows a minotaur, and let me tell you, it's the only way to travel.
No, it's okay. You stick with man who knows a manatee because Captain Stellar is a sea cow.
Yes. Good. Yes.
That's an obscure biology joke
Yep.
for you.
Nice. So yes, and this should prove very helpful to you. I would love to come with you, but of course I've got some factories I need to start ramping up and contracts to be signed and various peace treaties to ignore.
So I assume then that Sir Godfrey's going to go with the Dwimmerdale group to start setting up his definitely not war profiteering business.
Manufacturing empire.
Yep.
Yes.
In fact, it's even called that's called definitely not war profiteering Inc.
DNPR. Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. Yes, I've got this plan for an automatic fireball launcher, and I just think of automatic magic missile launcher. It can shoot 6 magic missiles per second. It will revolutionize everything.
You can see the maestro's eyes light up. He's like, oh my, yes, the possibility. With everything we've learned here about rune magic, I think that we can definitely create such a thing.
Why do I suddenly...
good.
You're a genius. He says to Copernicus.
Forget a flamethrower. What about a wall of flamethrower? I just, this can... We got to get this to people.
The thing is, the devices that my cousin had me build to deliver the potions that helped to fight the undead plague that was happening, I can definitely repurpose those designs for this kind of weapon of mass destruction.
Oh no, we've
And
created
we just remember that. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Don't worry, cousin. We'll name it after you.
History will remember this well.
If we could just make sure that somewhere in the manufacturing specs, we really, really make it so that this is only supposed to be used on undead. It looks at himself and is like, maybe we don't want to encourage the using this in the undead. But we don't use this on conscious, sentient, peace-loving targets. This isn't. This. I think we got to put some cautions that come with this weapon, and honestly, maybe a centrally controlled self-destruct on all of them wouldn't be a bad idea, Maestro. Once the war is done.
Yes, we can add a little note. We can add a little note on each one. Please do not use against sentient beings. I think that should be absolve us of any legal culpability
liability.
Liability. Yep.
Yes.
Someone just sighs sadly.
We'll put a please destroy after using note on them. It'll
I
be
think they
fine.
are intending to use it to destroy. So I think, unfortunately, that we haven't specified destroy what.
This
Okay.
is a problem for later.
So now you go ahead
That's a
and cast your
problem for the
rituals.
historians.
So you go ahead and you
I'm a
cast your rituals.
historian. Yeah.
You are the historian. Oh no. And with your
Future
first ritual, you can send off Sir Godfrey and Albina Sunshine, who will say to you, Mr. Sir Godfrey, so I'm sure that's what she calls you. We will have some quarters for you set up at the Albania Sunshine School for peculiar youngsters. And we'll introduce you to some of our professors who make some wonderful magical weapons and artifacts, and we'll get you started on this kind of manufacturing as soon as
Please,
possible.
please. Mr. Sir Godfrey is so formal. Just simply call me Sir.
And yeah, and you guys can say your goodbyes to Sir Godfrey as you prepare the ritual in the circle.
If again with the elephant, hoof, it's doing like the Queen Elizabeth wave. Just
And I said,
yes.
if you see the bone crusher, tell her I said hi.
Oh boy. Yes. Yes. Again, a problem for future historians.
Morgan's
Say.
just giving a silent like head shake, like no, not yet.
Okay. Yeah, so you send off Albina and the Shrouded One and Sir Godfrey to Dumerdell. You cast the ritual again and send the Maestro back to Karsh along with the crew of Captain Oz's ship of the Obel's Fortune. And you cast it again to send Elgato and Azuria the Blue, along with the various denizens of Ravenfall in the north, to immediately assault the Thieves Guild's warehouse on the other side and hopefully get to safety. I believe, I can't remember, I think only your ex survived of the ice barbarians, Raven.
Oh, great.
Or was only one of them died. I think it was your ex and one of his
My
bodyguards.
ex died?
No. The bodyguard. The bodyguard died.
Not yet.
Remember? He came with two other ice barbarians.
Yeah.
And one of the other ice barbarians was killed in the attack of the faceless ones.
Mm-hmm.
So the two of them that are left will kind of give you a customary farewell salute of your people. And I keep forgetting his name, your ex's name. Afon, yes. Afon will do so somewhat coldly, but the other barbarian who's with him will be a little bit more sincere.
Mm-hmm.
You being still, as far as they're concerned, royalty.
Morgan's gonna,
such as it is,
hand him off a little trinket to send to her mom.
Aw.
You give it to the guard and not Afon?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Nice. Good.
And I'll give him a cute little smooch on the cheek too.
Excellent.
I'm rolling performance for that one, honestly.
Yeah, go for it. Deliberately, I'm going to roll his resistance. I'm assuming this is deliberately trying to make him mad.
Oh, obviously.
All right. I'm rolling against it.
I don't have an inspiration. I
What'd
rolled
you
a
roll?
2.
What's your bonus?
My bonus is
Performance is plus 8.
Yeah.
And are you guidancing yourself?
I'll guidance myself, yeah.
Because you definitely have time to set this up.
That's only +2, so 4
So
+ 8.
that is 12 total. I have 4 on the die. I'm guessing he doesn't have a +4 or a +8
Yeah.
to either. Well, I honestly, insight or deception. Deception probably is the most appropriate one because he's trying not to show anger.
Yeah.
Well, he fails. He turns away from you with an obvious air of annoyance.
Good. Perfect.
And
I
then,
got
of
to sleep
course,
in being a little petty today.
and then the group of them will all get ready. So Yvonne and his bodyguard with their spears, and Eurus Gale with his crossbow, and Tritz and Brenda with their little daggers. Or no, sorry, I think you had armed them with actual ranged weapons. So they've got bows, thanks to their training from Fetid.
Oh.
Yeah, and then with
Nice.
Azuria the Blue hovering over them with lightning crackling from her hands, and El Gato at the front, sword drawn. He goes, "We are ready. Open your portal, magic man."
I love him.
You open the portal, and he goes, "On guard, villains, for freedom!" And they all dash through, and you hear the sounds of shrieking Raven cultists on the other side as the portal closes.
You forgot your cardboard box. Ah, well, he'll find it.
I mean, you're sending him into a warehouse.
Warehouse.
I'm
yeah.
sure he'll find a
Yeah.
old plastic bag or.
Morgan at some point would have
He stops
definitely
the
slipped
fight.
him some catnip on the
He like
before he
stops
left.
in the middle of the fight because he sees a box to jump in.
Yep.
It's a warehouse. It's like,
Yeah.
hold, villain, jump. If
I
it fits,
beat
I sits.
Hell yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. So now it's just down to the group of you plus the regular denizens of the crazy house of Sunshine.
And we have an expedition to
And
prepare for.
Lucretia
Mhm.
will turn to her father and her newly discovered great grandson and say, all right, I'm going to go and help with the defenses of the city. If you are taking a boat of some sort, you will probably need a day or two to get into position. Shall we call it 3? And then
Victory.
we will launch an attack.
Perfect.
We won't risk anyone overly, but if we even sail near to the north woods and fire arrows into the forests, they will at least expect some sort of danger and respond. And hopefully that will draw their attention.
Let us hope
Yeah.
so.
I
Good
believe I will summon some water elementals, and we'll
Oh,
see
lovely.
how they like those apples.
Then I shall summon their opposite, for I shall summon.
Oh, that is absolutely what I want to hear the next time you summon Throckmall.
Yep.
The
Yes.
best. Excellent. Okay, so you make your way down to the docks, where there's lots of fishermen who are just trying to like get by and ply their trade, and you find one of them who down at one end of the docks that look a little seedier than everywhere else. There's a crew of kind of burly looking guys that are like mending fishing nets badly, and all looking like, oh, we're just fishermen, obviously. We're not smugglers of any kind. I mean, it's probably like they're at least somewhat surreptitious and good at what they're doing, but Tromlin is like sitting there as a professional, just kind of like they might as well have signs around their necks saying definitely not smugglers. And you see the captain striding around them, who is a very heavy set, fat, portly cow-like humanoid. He's clearly beastkin. Little tiny nub horns, not really big horns, but a very broad face and a very droopy mustache of whiskers.
Oh, buddy.
He looks quite, and I want everyone to Google sea cow. And you can see what a stellar sea cow looks like or looked like before we made them extinct by eating them all.
They're very cute.
I will
But apparently very tasty.
approach and attempt to speak in thieves' cant and ask if the boat is for hire.
So you do like a particular kind of hand motion and throat clearing that is a thieves' cant sort of general looking to hire people. And give me a performance roll just to determine how quickly and well you catch the eyes of your intended targets.
With the guidance from Morgan.
Ooh.
Thank you. I do appreciate it. Do I have any inspiration left?
I believe so. Let me just pull it
I would
up.
like to use one.
You got 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're full up.
All right, I'll use one for sure for a reroll. It was a 15, so it could have passed, but I want a good roll.
But that's like with your rounds. Yeah.
Oh shit. 17.
What's the dice roll? I can do it for you.
4. 27.
27. So, yeah, you specifically managed to catch just the captain's eye. And he will raise a big beefy eyebrow and stride over your way. And the negotiations will begin. And that is where I'm going to leave things. And next time we'll pick up with the voyage up the coast to the Deadlands.
But before the credits roll, a little goblin walks up and says, Sir Godfrey's portal was shot down over the Sea of Japan.
God damn it. Damn it.
He like takes his little glasses off.
Yeah.
Runs off sobbing.
I just stayed on all this time for that. It's okay.
There's no end credits music at all. It's just the credits.
Yeah.
Slowly scrolling.
Yep. And it says Sir Godfrey, played by McLean Stevenson. No, these are old. Don't worry about it, chat. These are old people jokes. You'll tell your parents; they'll understand. No.
One of the most upsetting things ever happened in television history because people were pissed.
Yep, people were traumatized.
Including the crew who didn't know.
Oh my god.
Well, I thought I heard they filmed it after, like they filmed the episode, and then they later, because of the contract issues, they then filmed that.
Yeah.
Because I believe McLean Stevenson didn't know either that they killed his character, because he was mad they killed his character off.
Understandably so, because that meant like there would be no spin-off or anything for his
Well,
character.
He left to do another show, and then like found out afterwards.
Yep. It was literally called the McLean Stevenson Show.
Right.
It was bad. It sucked.
No, you don't want me to actually permanently write out Godfrey John, do you? Because you could come another time.
No, of course not.
Good,
of course.
Good.
There's still money to be made.
Always welcome.
Anytime at all. It's always.
Let's have our shout outs.
Yeah.
And I can roll a die. Anyone want to shout anything out? Any projects upcoming? Any cool stuff? I just heard a little birdie told me that next year is going to be like a bunch of anniversaries that John can tell us about.
Ooh.
Yes, next year is going to be the 30th anniversary of my comic strip, Dork Tower.
Oh.
It's going to be the 25th anniversary of the card game Munchkin, which I have illustrated approximately 8,000 cards for at this point in time.
Oof.
That's not a joke.
No, that's
we've counted.
accurate.
That's
No.
crazy.
It's definitely not a
Wow.
joke.
And hopefully we'll be kickstarting the first ever collection of Dork Tower web strips later this summer called the Dork Web.
Ooh.
They're like, yeah, there's
Nice.
2,300 strips online, and it's like, yeah, I should do something with some of these sometime.
Mhm.
So absolutely keep your eyes out for that. What dice am I rolling, Alina?
Roll me a d20.
And I will remind the audience that if you are subscribed to the channel, you're always entered into the draw every stream for some fun artwork from all these fun artists. I've rolled a 14. Lena, where are we at?
I am just finding my file so I can open it up. Give me a second.
In the meantime, anyone
Like
else
a
got a
good
shout out?
flow.
Yeah,
Now's
me.
the time.
Look forward to seeing more animations from me this year.
I
I
was excited
got
about
a great
that.
grant from First Peoples Cultural Council to just make animations that highlight queer, femme, indigenous folks. That's it. That's all I'm doing. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm really excited.
Oh
Yay.
yeah, living the
We're
dream.
excited for that.
Living the
What was your roll?
dream.
I rolled 14.
All right.
Who is our lucky winner?
It is K2.
Nice,
Kaichu,
nice, nice.
hooray!
Yeah.
It is our
Our
always
mod.
awesome mod. And that now the problem is that feels like you're rewarding these terrible jokes.
That's true. That's very true.
That's
The last
that's what I
thing he
live
said in the
for.
chat was, to prepare sea cows, you need to roast them over a bonfire of the manatees. So
Good.
thanks for that.
Yeah,
Despite that, not because of that, despite that,
Despite that.
you win art.
Win art.
Any other shout outs before we sign off?
I will
Alina?
be live
Thanks
this
for being here,
Friday
y'all.
on Altered Echo Archives at 5. It's an hour earlier. Yeah, 5 p.m. Nope. Yes, 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST on Altered Echo Archives. I'm gonna play some Fairy Tale Friday.
Hoot.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
Anything else?
I did a free RPG Day stream for on the weekend, and Alina was a guest, and Alina did
So much
to build a
fun.
world in 25 minutes or less, live on camera, fully improvised with prompts, and it was really fun. And you can find that on the Story Engine Deck channel.
Come check it out and see the world I built about like a giant heron god.
Yeah. And the
Very fun.
heron god came out in literally the last we had 30 seconds of time to spare.
But it was
So we're like, let's add a god to it. It was
Wait a
perfect.
sec. Alina
Right off,
created a world and it had birds
I
themes?
know.
That's
Not on brand at all.
Off
Oh,
brand,
Out of
yeah.
character.
That sounds pretty nonsensical to me.
I
don't buy it.
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
far-fetched.
Nah.
A little far-fetched even.
Far-finched, did you say?
I was saying far-fetched.
Damn it.
Pokemon.
We did
Far-fetched
it.
is
yeah.
also a
End
bird
the stream
Pokemon.
now. I'm
The
done.
entire reason for the stream.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Jeff and Randy, anything to shout out? Otherwise,
Nope.
folks,
Nothing.
read.
Popeye on Sunday, Elephant Popeye Tuesday, Thursday. Something positive whenever I can. Bye.
Nice.
Hooray. Read comics,
Questionable
everybody.
content.
Read
Everybody
comics.
is really cool
Read it.
artists. Find us.
Ask Doc
Art.
Golf.
Bye.
Pay your
Ask
local
Doc
artist.
Golf.
Fart.computer.
Good.
Nice.
We'll see y'all next
Bye.
time.
See ya.